This is a classic Persian dessert from the city of Isfahan called Ferini. It's a little bit like a rice pudding, panna cotta dessert made with rice flour, so it's gluten-free, absolutely amazing. We're going to show you now how we make this beautiful dessert. All right, guys, so this is how we make our Ferini. 1.2 liters of full-fat milk. We put this on the boil, but we do not boil, so on medium heat. So we want to gradually heat it up, and then we mix it with a sieve, and you have to keep on mixing it. Then we add 120 grams of sugar, 100 grams of rice flour, and then we add 2 tablespoons of rose water, 1 tablespoon of cardamom powder, and we give that a good mix. So this dessert takes a long time to make, and it's quite strenuous because you have to just keep on mixing, and you have to stand on top of it and watch it. And then we add the famous pistachio paste or pistachio butter. We're going to add at least 250 to 300 grams of pistachio butter. So once we add our butter, again, we have to give it a really good mix to make sure that all the flavors combine and we get a smooth texture. And it's really important throughout the whole cooking process is just continuously mixing and mixing. Otherwise, this dessert will come out lumpy and the consistency will be completely wrong. So it's really important, and that's why this dessert takes a long time to make. And as the milk starts to warm up, you start to feel it thickening, but it's really important to keep on mixing. That's the key to this dessert. So we keep on mixing until we get the right consistency. So now it's starting to thicken up. Once it starts to thicken up, we want to start taking it off the heat, and then we start to prepare and serve our Ferini. So right now it's almost the right texture, and that's it, perfect. Not too thick, not too runny, but don't forget, once it cools down it will become thicker. So that's why it's really important at this stage not to be too thick. Then we take a bowl. We use like a metal bowl, a traditional metal bowl from Iran. Again, it's just all about, so we pour 2 ladles, 60 mils each, so a total of 120 mils into our pots. And as I said, you can make up to 7 portions. Once we've done that, we literally leave it to just settle and cool down. You can have this dessert hot or cold. I prefer it cold. And then we sprinkle it on with some pistachio kernels and some rose petals. And this is more or less a pistachio Ferini. So we've taken a classic Ferini and we've infused it with pistachios and our own little twist on the classic Ferini. A classic Ferini. We serve it in these small pots, which gives it like a sense of nostalgia while eating it. It's absolutely amazing. Make sure you come down to Patog and try this amazing dessert. We also have infused with saffron, and we also have vegan options as well for you to choose from. It's an ideal way to end a Persian meal. So get down to Patog and try this amazing dessert. So let's show you the texture and consistency that you should get from this dessert. You can see it's not too thick, not too runny. It's like it has to have a little bit of a wobble, as you can see, just like a panna cotta. Any thicker than that, really you're ruining the dessert. And so it's all about precision. All right, guys, let's try this amazing dessert. So creamy. Surprisingly light as well, because pistachio can be quite heavy. But the consistency is amazing. It's like a semolina panna cotta rice pudding, but obviously with rice flour. Really great, and with the pistachios on top, beautiful. Honestly, guys, make sure you try this recipe. You're definitely gonna love it.